Good morning, guys. It is 6:30 and I'm barely awake, to be honest. And yeah, it's boot sale time, so hopefully I'm going to get a few bits today and put a bit of a haul together. The weather's really quite wet and overcast, but the forecast was sun, so that should have brought plenty of people out. So anyway, I will go out, see if I can pick up some goodies and show you a bit later what I pick up. Hi guys, right, it's now Monday and I thought I'd do a bit of a roundup on what I got. I've decided I'm going to do two videos so we don't have one massively long one. So this video I'm just going to show you all the media stuff I picked up. I've just finished going through it and looking it up on Amazon or eBay or both and gauging what I'm going to do with it and how much I'm likely to get back. So I should be able to tell you on most of this stuff, if not all of it, what I hope to get back, and I should know what I paid on it all as well. So yeah, it was a pretty good day yesterday. Weather was good, boot sales were pretty busy. I went to 3 in the end. I decided to go to the Hitchin one first, early, so I went straight down there at 6:30, but that was just pretty much a waste of time. I had one pickup down there. It was just dealers and hardly any like genuine like family sellers. So yeah, that was a, you know, I either go there or I go up to Biggleswade early, and I chose to go to Hitchin, probably a bad idea today. So then I went straight up to Biggleswade after that, and yeah, a lot more stalls, a lot more genuine sellers rather than dealers, and yeah, found a fair bit up there. I was spotted and recognised by two people. One guy, hi if you're watching this, came up to me and said, "Are you the guy I watch on YouTube?" And I said, "Probably." Yeah, just quickly said hello, and then we went our separate ways. And then there was another person who recognised me, but didn't have a chance to come up and say hi, but messaged me on a video. So yeah, hi, next time you see me, yeah, if you've got time, come and say hello. So yeah, that was pretty cool. There was lots of overpriced stuff. There was loads of Lego up there, loads of Playmobil. A lot of boxed Lego and boxed Playmobil, but it was priced. There was a bit of margin in it, probably, but it was priced really high for what I was prepared to pay. And the Lego, it was all boxed, but used. And then it had been put back in the box and sealed up. And they were asking real top end, where it was, you know, borderline, could I make anything in it? Was it worth my while? And if it's taped up, you can't check what's actually in there. Could be anything rattling around. You don't know if the minifigures have been taken out. You know, you don't know what's in there. You don't know if the instructions are in there, etc. You know, they're happily saying, "Oh yeah, they're all 100% complete." But I've heard that before. So yeah, I left all of the Lego and Playmobil, even though I saw an awful lot of it. I did pick up a little bit of Duplo, but that'll be in the next video. Anyway, I'm waffling. I will start showing you what I did pick up. Okay, so I'll start with this. I went to a stall and he had a load of box sets, DVD box sets, and he wanted £1 each, which is pretty good. He had these, which are House. Now they have very little value on their own. They're not really worth reselling as individual series, but if you can get 1 to 8, which is the complete, so you see there, that one says final season, which is number 8. Yeah, they sell well and they sell for pretty good money. I'm going to shoot for 30 quid on eBay with shipping. May have to come down, but that's the top end of what that goes for. I haven't been through and checked all the discs. I looked in a few and they were all minty fresh, and that was enough. There was people all around me clamouring to get in, so I did a few checks and then just went with it. So paid £8, going to look to get 30 back on them. The same guy had these, and I grabbed these as well. These are Keeping Up Appearances, which was a comedy series in the 90s, and yeah, I grabbed them, but there's really no money in it. I looked on Amazon, you can get them new for like £7 or £8, and used they're really cheap. So I paid £1 each again on these, so £3 for the 3. This is everything. This is series 1 to 5, and that's all they made. But to be honest, I'm going to struggle to get that, which is £10. I'm going to put those on eBay as a 3 with shipping on top. So yeah, not great on those, but at £1 a box set, I'm always going to take a chance. So that was those. This one was a different stall. It was 50p. It was in a box on the floor. Everything 50p. And I saw that they were all factory sealed inside. It's a box set that the BBC did about English heritage buildings. I did watch a couple actually, really good series. But there's just no value on Amazon. This box set is so cheap, even new. And same on eBay. But I've seen people splitting this and then using keywords. One of them's all about King's Cross Station, and you've got, so if you split them, which is what I'm going to do, I can sell them. I can sell them as new and sealed, whereas if I did the box set, the outer case is a bit bashed. So yeah, so I will list them sealed, but then not a lot of value in them. I might get a £5 each if I'm lucky, but I think I'll have to wait quite a while. So, but for 50p, it wasn't too bad. This one was, I bought a load of stuff off a stall and everything was 50p. A load of PS3 games and a PS4 game as well at 50p, which was just nuts. And this was off the same stall. And it's the Borrowers Series 1 and Series 2 factory sealed. So I grabbed that for 50p. Didn't even look it up. Didn't really have to. At 50p for a sealed box set. Go for it. Looked it up on Amazon. Had a fairly good rank considering the price. Well, the new price, there was only one and it was listed at 100. So there's only one new listed on Amazon. They are used starting from £12. So I don't know where I'm going to go price wise. 100 just seems ridiculous, but that's going to be sent up to FBA. And yeah, still undecided where I'm going to pitch that price wise. But for a 50p investment, don't know. Like I said, I think 100 just is ridiculous for a 2 DVD box set. So I'm thinking, I don't know, I might try it at 50. I'd be happy with that. Anyway, another stall. This was £1. Midsummer Murders, another TV series. 10 disc box set. And this one I'm going to send to FBA and I'm going to ask 20. This was another good one. Oh no, what was this? I paid £1. Was it £1? Yes, it was. Yeah, £1 on that. And oops, really good prices on FBA. It's not new, obviously, but used. I'm going to look at getting 25, and I should get that. Fairly good rank on that as well. What it is Wishmaster, like horror film 4-disc box set. So that was a nice find. Jonathan Creek. This was from the guy who sold me all of those house box sets and Keeping Up Appearances. He had the Jonathan Creek. I love this show, by the way. I've got this box set myself. Absolutely brilliant show. Alan Davies stars in this. I went to see his comedy tour live. He's a brilliant stand-up as well. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, paid £1. It's the complete with Christmas specials, I believe. Yeah, complete series 1 to 4 and the Christmas specials. But surprisingly, not a lot of value in it. I'm going to send it to FBA. There's not many FBA sellers on it, so I'm going to shoot for 12. But that's pushing it. On eBay, the prices were really low. There has been a different box set issued since that, which has got more of the stuff that they did after that box set. You know what I mean. Anyway, pregnancy DVD. No, pregnancy health yoga DVD. I've had this before. I sent it in. I think I sent a new one in and got 20 or maybe 25. Can't remember now. But yeah, this one's used. I paid £1 and I'm going to ask 15. Then I got a load of DVDs. Oh, I can't remember. The Disney ones. Some I got as part of a bundle that I'll show you in a minute, and the rest were 50p each, including this Blu-ray double pack, which has got the 3D one in it as well. This I'm going to send into FBA and ask 8. Now, out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Disney ones I found, 4 have the codes. Now, if you've not seen my videos before and you don't know about these codes, Disney issued codes in DVDs and Blu-rays and some games that you can punch into a website and you can get free stuff. Now, I've so far had 3 Disney Pixar complete box sets out of them, and I've been selling them at over £100 each, so it's well worth doing. So yeah, code in there, code in there. Nemo didn't have one, that one didn't have one. Code, I think all of these do, code, and that one. So yeah, obviously some of them are used. With a used DVD you run the risk that the code has already been used. They're a one use only code, but I find that the majority aren't used. Anyway, so a few Blu-rays, DVDs and a Blu-ray. That one's going into FBA. These, that I think is worth selling on its own. The rest I will make bundles out of. There's no particularly good titles here. I have sold that on its own, but you only get like £3 or £4, so yeah, hardly worth it. That was those. Yeah, they were either 50p or I think a couple came with these. There was a stall where I bought loads and loads and loads of books, which will be in the next video. But he also had some DVDs, and I grabbed this one because it's sealed and it's Secret Garden and Black Beauty. Doesn't have much value. You can get it new on Amazon from Amazon for $4.99. So what I'm going to do is put it on eBay at $4.99 free shipping, and should get that fairly easily. But I was looking at that and asked him how much it was, and he said you can have that for 50p or you can have all of them for £1, and it included a couple of those Disney ones. So I just grabbed the rest as well. These are just bundle fodder. There is no value in these whatsoever. So yeah, I make kids bundles up. So anyway, it's worth it for that just about. So that's that, and the Disney ones that were in it. A Queen one I picked up for 50p. I've had this before. This one, oh, excuse me. This one I'm going to send to FBA and ask a £5 for. Right, games. I did okay on games. Nothing really exciting, but it's nice to find a few bits. Quickly run through these. Now this was the last thing I picked up, and it was about 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I'd gone on to the Stevenage one by then. I'd been around it a couple of times, found a few good bits, and I was just doing my last lap before I left, and went back to a stall I'd already been to once, and I'd already looked at. He had a pink old style fat DS before they reissued it as a DS Lite, and I was umming and ahhing on that. It was a little bit bashed. He wanted a tenner, which wasn't bad, but I don't know, I think it had issues, so I left it. But when I went back again, he still had the DS there, nobody had picked it up, and suddenly this had appeared. So I don't know if he'd just put it out or I missed it last time. But anyway, I bought that for £1. It's Pokemon Silver, and I'm going to shoot for 30 quid on FBA with that, just as a loose cartridge. So that was cool. Picked up 3 of these from one stall. We've got PS2 San Andreas, GTA Vice City, and Liberty City Stories. So perfect bundle there, and they were 20p each, which was fantastic. Discs are good, not perfect, but perfectly saleable. And from a different stall for 50p, another San Andreas, which will sit on the side until I make up a bundle. You can sell that on its own, but I don't know what it's going for currently. I'll probably save it for a bundle. Another stall, I paid £10 for these 3. Kind of top end of what I would like to go on, but there should still be a fair amount of profit in it. 2 of them, the discs are quite scratched, and I'm going to get those polished, so I'm going to have to pay to polish 2 of the discs. The Mario Party 8, these are all Wii games. The Mario Party 8, the disc is immaculate, and I'm going to send that one into FBA and look at getting 12. So what did I pay? 10, so £3.30. So there's not a lot left in that. No manual with this. Once it's been polished, I'm going to be looking at about 12 on that. And then that was Mario Kart. And then New Super Mario Brothers is holding its value really well, surprisingly. It's quite an old game now. This one, again, it's not too bad, but there's a couple of marks. I don't know if you'll see. There's a couple of marks on it that are a bit dubious, so I will feel better if I get that polished. That's complete with manual. Lovely thing, great game as well, fantastic game. And yeah, I'm going to send that one in once it's been cleaned and ask 15. So yeah, after the FBA fees, etc., there's not a lot in it, but they're all fantastically quick sellers. So once I've got those polished, sent them in, they will be out, you know, fast. So I think it's worth doing. Yeah, the stall I was saying I got, what did I get? The Borrower's box set for 50p. She had a crate of media and everything in it was 50p, including my first, it's not the first PS4 game I've picked up secondhand, but it's the first one I've got at 50p. That's such a nice price point, 50p. And I was like, really? I was expecting, when she said that, and I started fishing out all these PS3 games, and then that started putting them on my pile. I was waiting for her to say, whoa, 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 hang on, that's a PS4 game, I want a £5 for that. I mean, I saw plenty of PS4 bits and bobs while I was out. People were asking 10, 15 or even £20 a game, and you just move on most of the time. They're not worth looking at. But yeah, this, you can get this for 20 quid new on Amazon now. So I'm going to shoot, I don't think there's any FBA sellers used, so I'm going to shoot for a tenner. But from 50p, happy days. And then she had a load of PS3. Oh, hang on, 2 bits were from somewhere else, those two. Alright, she had a load of PS3 and I just grabbed everything. At 50p, it's always worth taking a chance. So we've got London 2012. I'm going to send up to FBA and ask 8. No real value in this. It's an old sports title, NBA 2K13. I'm going to send that to FBA. It's only worth about 4 quid. I think I'll be lucky to get that. SingStar ABBA. I'm going to send that in at 7. Okay, sorry about that. That was Andreas. She just called me from home to remind me to pick up some milk. And I'm filming on my phone. So, yeah, sorry about that. Right, where was I? ABBA, SingStar. Yeah, I'm going to send that in for £7. SingStar Queen. I'm going to ask £8 FBA on that. This is quite a nice title. Lord of the Rings Conquest. Now, this is quite an old game. I remember selling lots of this when we had our gaming shop. But it's holding its value, surprisingly. And I'm going to send it up and ask 15 on that one. So that's one to, you know, pick up if you see it. It's got the manual in there. So yeah, that was quite a nice one. And I also grabbed a couple of Call of Duties. I mean, these games sold in their millions, but because of that, there's so many out there on the second-hand market. You know, these are worth pennies on Amazon and very little on eBay. I kind of should have left them behind, but at 50p, I find it hard to leave PS3 stuff behind. But what I'm going to do with these is just pair them up and sell them as a pair. When you sell games as a pair, you can send them in a large F3 size envelope as a large letter, so it costs you very little to send. But even as a pair, they will have very little value. But that was the PS3 bits. Oh, different stall at £1 each. I picked up Silent Hill Homecoming because something in the back of my head said that game's got value. I was scanning a few bits while I was out, but I was getting intermittent reception and it was a bit tricky. But yeah, this is quite a good one. Unfortunately, it's missing the manual. I have sent games without manual up to FBA and done okay with them, so I'm going to try it again. Just put it on at a tenner. But you can get, if it was complete, I would ask a bit more than that. But yeah, that one's not a bad title. God of War, yeah, loads on. I grabbed it anyway, but yeah, it's really dropped in value. But I'm going to send that one in at 6, so not much in that one. So that was, oh no, a few CDs. This is a proper bolo. Be on the lookout. Bolo like Rolo. Yeah, Renaissance. They did a whole series of Renaissance CDs in the 90s. It's club music, essentially. And this is Sasha and Digweed mix. This is a triple CD pack. And these sell really well. Lots of the early dance mix compilations are starting to just creep up all the time in value. House music and dance and club music from the 90s and earlier, if you can get any from earlier. It's worth picking up. This one, I'm not sure whether I'm going to do eBay or Amazon, but you're looking at about £25 on either platform for that. So yeah, remember that one. It's a nice one to pick up. It's in great condition as well, which is fantastic. I grabbed this for £1 because I want to have a listen myself. It's a Paul McCartney album, but it has no real resale value. I'd be lucky to get my £1 back after postage and fees. But yeah, one for me to stick on the iTunes. This wasn't too bad. This is the Cause original album series. It actually has 5 albums in. I think these are really cool. They're like little slip cases, so they look like tiny little baby LPs. Yeah, absolutely mint. Looks like it's never been used. Not a great deal of value, but it was only £1, and I'm going to stick that one on eBay and ask $6.99 for that. So that was what I snaffled at the boot sale media wise. There was a load of other toys, games and electronics and stuff, which, like I said before, I'll do in another video. But while we're talking media, I went out today to a couple of my charity shops I try and pop in on a regular basis, just while I'm out for my lunch. And it looked like somebody had donated a big collection of CDs, because there was a lot of stuff in there that wasn't in there last time I was in, like a couple of days ago. So I grabbed quite a few. I paid up on some of these, but there should be good returns. First one here, Faith No More, great band. This is what's called The Works. It's like a career-spanning retrospective triple disc thing. They charged me £3, but I was happy to pay that because it should be a fairly easy 15 on FBA. So that wasn't too bad. This Death Cult, who I believe this is a version of The Cult before they just called themselves The Cult. And I say that, I didn't realise it was until I got it back, because it's got Ian Astbury and Billy Duffy, who are famous for being in The Cult. So yeah, that's quite a nice thing. Paid, what's it got on there? $1.25. Don't know if that will show up. Not masses in it, but I'm going to send that into FBA for a tenner. This one, never heard of this band, but it caught my eye, and I scanned all of these into FBA while I was there. This sounds so wrong. The Sex Gang Children Collection. Not making this up. And then it says down here, the complete works of UK's seminal goth band. I've never heard of them. Anyway, that's that. So double disc collection. Pretty obscure and pretty rare by the look of it. I'm going to send that one into FBA. Doesn't sell very often, but it does sell, you know, periodically. Not very often though, so I may have to wait for a while to get what I'm asking, which is £25. And that one I paid $2.50 for. Random obscure thing here, M83 Digital Scales. No idea what it is. Brand new, factory sealed. That one was, now I've got a few. Now this was $1.25, and I'm going to send that one in for 10. And then I've got 3. They have a clearance basket in there where periodically they just dump a load in there and mark them right down to 20p. So I got King Kurt double album, Destination Zululand, lovely thing. £12 on FBA. I'm going to ask for that. Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds double disc. I'm going to ask £6. And this was cool, New Model Army. Quite a rare album this. It's a double. It's called The Ghost of Cain. And yeah, that's what I'm going to ask used on FBA, 30 quid. And I don't think I'll have any trouble getting that. It seems to sell similar to that Sex Gang weird thing. It sells periodically every now and again, but not very frequently. So I'll just hold out and wait to get that one person who really wants it and ask 30. So there you go. Okay, hope that didn't go on too long. Not sure how long I've been waffling. Yeah, hope you enjoyed that. There will be another video to follow, probably the day after this one or a couple of days time, where I'm going to show you toys and games and books. I bought masses of books. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Check out the links below to my Facebook and website. And yeah, thanks for watching.